Okay, this is episode 4 of Beyond the Post, and we're talking about the garage article that I just posted. So, Beyond the Post, for anybody that hasn't seen these before, it's just a time that I sit down and talk about any thoughts and some behind the scene context that didn't make the post because I try not to make them too long and just give you a view into a little bit of the chaos that happens. So, the garage was never a part of my prep plan. As you know, I'm taking the next few months to prep before I go to prep my mind, prep my house before I start law school. I'll be starting law school in the fall as a starting part time. So, night classes after work while maintaining my full time job, while being a mom of four. I have twins in high school. My youngest will be starting middle school, and my oldest lives at home but is just charting her new life here. So, full house filled every day, and yeah, we're gonna add law school classes to the mix. So I wanted to take some time and document the journey that I am on as I prepare for that time. And in documenting that, the garage was not a part of it because to me it really wasn't that I mean, it's important, but it really wasn't that important. But the thing that changed that was I did a post about all of the food that I'm going to be prepping in advance, and all of my storage options are in my garage. So I have a deep freezer, a regular freezer in there now, but I can't really get to them in a safe way, and they're full. So before I could start cleaning them out, I needed to clean the path to get there. Lo and behold, the garage. Here we are. And so the first house that I bought did not have a garage. And I remember telling myself, when I buy another house, because that was my starter home, I was like, when I buy another house, I have to have a garage or a carport for, good reasons. One of the reasons was to put a car in there. I have not been able to fit a car in my garage, and I've lived in this house that I bought for 6 years now, and it's big enough. It's just stuff. There's always stuff in there, and it's like every time you clean it, it just gets filled again. So this prep season has really motivated me to simplify things, organize things, purge some things, and the garage got looped into that. So I had been telling the kids all week, okay, Thursday we're going to clean the garage out because Friday is trash day, and I wanted to get everything out and by the curb so it can get picked up, because if not, it's going to sit in my garage, it's going to start a new pile, and then we're going to be having the same conversation 3 months from now, because that's essentially how we got here. So I've been telling the kids, garage cleanup is Thursday, mark your calendars, be prepared when you come home from school, like this is not a shock. I went Wednesday and bought the contractor trash bags, the big black ones, as motivation, and to help me not forget that, I have to do this as well. So Thursday comes, and I get home from work, and thank the Lord, the weather was beautiful. It was hot, but it was breezy. So even in the garage, we weren't sweating too bad. And we're making progress. Well, I'm making progress. Let me back up. I told the kids on Wednesday, go in the garage and get anything you want out. And I don't know if like your kids are like mine, but stuff just finds its way into the garage. And in my mind, if that's the case, you don't really want it. There's no way you want it. There's no way it means that much to you because it's just been sitting in there. Go in there, get everything out that you want, because if you don't, it's going in the trash. All right, so now Thursday, we're cleaning out the garage, and the kids are helping, but they're also playing. So they're doing the things that I asked them to do in the midst of finding new things and playing with them. And so my son is doing this, and then his friends come over, like all the neighbors and stuff. So then they come and they're hanging out. And so like he's distracted. So he's like cleaning, but then he's playing. And then there's a moment in time he's just gone. And I'm yelling down the street, like, where are you? Because there's something heavy I need help moving. And he's not there. I asked the neighbor, he's not there. I turn around a little bit later, he comes back on a scooter. One of the ones that we're getting rid of, because again, you don't use it. It's been over a year. And him and his friend come riding down back on the scooter. And I look at him and I was like, he can see in my eyes, because I'm like, saying all the mom things in my eyes. Where are you? Were you supposed to be there? You know what we're supposed to be doing, all the things. And he has this just like this look on his face. And so I have to put away like my angry eyes, like Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, my angry eyes. I have to put away my angry eyes. And I'm like, okay, well, what's wrong? And he goes, I gotta tell you something, Mom. And I'm like, that's how my son talks. Like, well, what happened? Did you hurt yourself or something? So now I'm doing like a body scan. And I notice that he has on no shoes, just socks. And I was like, what happened? I fell. So at some point on this, he was on an electric scooter. It must have hit like a either a crack in the sidewalk or a rock or something, and he falls forward and lands on his leg. So he scuffs the side of his knee, but he scuffs his toe, like the top part of his toe. And so he's holding he's holding his foot off off the scooter. I probably shouldn't laugh like it's broke. And it's not. I'm sure, you know, it's bruised, it's swollen. And so I'm like, okay, well, you still have to help clean the garage. Because had you not gone anywhere, this wouldn't have happened. So we cleaned it off. Thankfully, the house he fell in front of, the neighbor came out, helped him clean it off, put a Band-Aid on it. So when I saw him, you know, I make sure everything was good, go put on the sock, go put on the shoe, and come finish helping to clean out the garage. So we eventually get it done, and I put before and after pictures in there. It feels like I moved into a new house. It really does. It's amazing what a clean room will do. Declutters your mind, declutters your soul. Um, yes, and it has to stay that way because I don't want to add anything else to my schedule once my schedule picks up in the fall. That requires a full day of something. So like if that garage gets back as bad as it does, it will require a full day. And I know I'm just not going to have that. So we finally got it done. Of course, the kids found things that they wanted, and I politely told them no because you guys had the chance to get it out and you didn't, and you don't really want this stuff. So like, stop it. So we got rid of that. I did find a collection of photos and like keepsakes, and I am going to find a photo album I'm going to have a 1990 living room that has a photo album on a coffee table that guests can look through when they come over and be corny. I don't care. We have so many photos, and they're not hung up on the wall. So instead of them just sitting there collecting dust, that's what we're gonna do. So now that that's done, I feel so good. I can go and declutter the refrigerator and the deep freezer. And I've already started buying the food for the meal prep that I'm gonna do, because that's gonna take a while. So I swear these videos get longer and longer each time I do one. So if you stay to the end, thanks. And I will see you hopefully next week.